Look around you. Look at our world. Single parent homes everywhere. Children born into chaos. Families broken before they even begin. And every day we complain about it. We talk about deadbeat dads, single moms struggling, children growing up without fathers, children growing up without mothers. But do we ever stop to ask ourselves, what's really causing the world that we see? We will not admit the truth, and I think it's because the truth is so uncomfortable. I call it serial monogamy, and it's destroying families. We get into relationships, we believe they are the ones, we commit, only to end up breaking up, getting with another person, and doing this all over again. And through all of this, we create children, we create responsibilities, homes are broken, traumas are created, all because we're not accountable to what we have done. We're not responsible for how we live. Okay? So that's why you have blended families. I'm not here to say be polygamous. I'm just here to say be accountable. Whatever you choose, own it. If you're in a blended family, be responsible to it. If you've had children, be responsible for your children and work with the people who you co-parent with. And if you're in a relationship, build structure and don't just pass through it. We love to say, I'm not polygamous. Fine, let's call it serial monogamy. We move from one partner to another, leaving behind attachments, responsibilities, and pain. You don't see the damage? We don't see the damage in the moment, but look at what we are today. If monogamy was so natural, family, why does it keep failing? Divorce is at an all-time high. More children are born outside of marriage than ever before. More broken homes. More people emotionally damaged than ever before. Before they even reach adulthood, forgive me. And yet, we're out here claiming polygamy is wrong. It's unnatural. Again, I'm not here to convince you guys of anything. I'm here to ask you guys one thing. Be accountable. Be accountable to the children that you create. Be accountable to the relationships that you create and destroy. Be accountable to the blended families that you become a part of, or that exists because you couldn't keep a relationship working. Whether you want to call it polygamy or serial monogamy, the truth is we are living it, and it's time to stop denying it. It's time to start structuring it, family. Listen, family, drop your thoughts in the comments. Are we finally ready to admit who we naturally are? And if you really want to understand how structured relationships work, please watch my curriculum, Polytribe 101. It's time to stop running from the truth, family, and get the book, Polytribe 101. And The Modern Family as We Know It is a broken home, okay? Both of the books are available on Amazon. Guys, there's a real problem with this world, okay? While you guys are condemning our dynamic, please understand that what we are doing is something that is structured, that benefits all parties involved. What you guys are seeing, you see every day, just under the guise of blended families. So if we were truly monogamous, family, we wouldn't create so many relationships. I don't think any of you can say, I've only dated one person or been with one person. And if you think about this, the very next person we meet, we still can feel those same feelings for these people, feel connected, feel like it's in the stars, or that God sent them. And this is after we've had somebody, after we've had children with somebody, been married to somebody. Why are we able to reconnect with new people again, over and over again? Why are we able to do this? It's because we're not naturally monogamous. When you guys are looking at it as monogamy, you're talking about choosing one partner for life. You guys know that's not what humans do. So zoom out, get out of our ego. It's time to look at the world that we see and make sense of it. Why does this world exist? We don't actually have a culture, a tradition, or anything that gives us values and principles on how we create and build families. You look back, you go back 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. What we've done in America is pretty much whatever the trend was. Okay, if you're born in the 60s, 70s, your parents were having frivolous sex, meaningless sex, under a disco ball, and it was trendy, okay? Now, this happens all the time, and we contribute to whatever the trend is. Now we're in hookup culture. Many women are saying they don't even need a man. Many men are saying they don't even want to get married anymore. Why is this happening? Listen to the men talk. They have trauma due to past relationships. Whatever went on in them, they don't really want to move forward. They hear how women talk. It makes them reluctant to get married. Listen at the women. They have trauma because of what they've experienced in the past. They don't want to proceed. They're now trying to figure out ways to do without men. Let me ask you guys something. What does this mean for the children? Because that's what I think about. You know, in certain tribes and cultures, they never ask how you are doing. We do that here now, like don't even ask because nobody cares, right? We kind of do this thing. A lot of men say that. But in these other cultures, they don't say how are you doing because what's more important is how are the children. Because if your children are okay, you're just fine because the focus is on the next generation, getting into the future, bettering the future. If your children are fine, what have you got to complain about? We are more focused on self, how we are doing. And this is why the world is the way it is. Because when you have a child, everything's supposed to go to that child. Your mindset, your survival, your resources, your strength, your mind, everything goes to making sure that person, I mean, naturally, this is what you're supposed to feel. So we have a culture of people who's having children saying, I don't even want to take care of it. There's a lady right now just got arrested for abandoning her children for years inside of a house they never even really saw outside before. They barely can speak. Their toenails are so long they can't walk. Living in feces. Utterly disgusting. All while the father wanted to be there. What is happening, guys? Because we see the world we live in. What if we were actually responsible to what we were doing? I'm not saying be polygamous, but what if we were just responsible for the things that we did? It doesn't matter whether you feel we're truly polygamous or monogamous, whether the earth is flat or round. What truly matters is, do we really like what the world looks like? Do you think it's okay how these children are growing up with no structure and discipline? I'm not trying to teach you guys polygamy. I'm trying to teach you guys structure. Okay? Polytribe 101. Just hear what I have to say. Peace, family.